Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to make this absolutely stunning pendant. Look at this sparkle. I am using quite a large crystal here, but if you watch my video till the end, you will see that in the next project we are going to use 14mm Rivoli to make a pendant of this size. At the back. Looks really pretty, nice and neat, everything what I like. If you're interested, keep watching and we will talk about the materials you need for this project. For this project you will need 27mm crystal, and I'm using Swarovski, but you can use any other round crystal of 27mm. You will need beads of 4mm, and I'm using bicones and pearls. You will need beads of 3mm, and I'm using pearls. You will also need Superduos, and I will show you the size of it. So we're using Superduos of 2.5 by 5mm Superduos. You will need 4mm Chaton montees, but if you don't have them, I will show you how to replace them with 3mm beads, and in this case I'm using bicones. In fact, in this project I'm going to alternate both just to show you either way of doing it. You will also need seed bead size 11 and seed bead size 15. And of course you will need your beading needle, and I'm using my favorite Fireline 0.17mm, and a beading needle size 10 or 12. Prepare a thread of about 100 centimeters or 45 inches. And let's get started by picking up 2 11-ohs, 1 4mm bead, and I'm picking up my bicone, then 2 11-ohs again, and 1 4mm bead, and I'm picking up my pearl. So that's what you need to have on your needle. Okay, slide them down and leave a tail of about 10 centimeters or 5 inches. And now we're going to make a loop by going through all these beads one more time. You need to get past your tail. Okay. So I've done one round, and now I'm going into my bicone and into 2 11-ohs, just like that. Okay, so I will show you how it should look. We've got this unit. We're going to do right angle weave to make a bezel. If you're not familiar with this stitch, it's quite easy to pick up, so just follow me and you will understand it really quickly. My tail is coming out of these 2 seed beads, and my thread is coming out of 2 11-ohs on the opposite side. Okay, so this is our first unit. Now pick up 1 4mm, and then I'm picking up my pearl, two 11-ohs, 1 4mm again. We're going to work with 4mm beads. Slide them down just like that, and we're entering these 2 11-ohs again from the opposite side. So I'm coming from the top, entering from the bottom, just like that. Pull your thread, and congratulations, we built our second unit. Now, in order to build a third unit just right here, we need to go through our pearl and these 2 11-ohs. Okay, just to get into position. So just go like that around your new unit and come out of the 2 11-ohs. Okay, just like that. Now we're going to build our unit. We're always going to have our pearls at the top and bicones at the bottom. So now I need to pick up my bicone. Let's pick up bicone, 2 11-ohs, and 1 pearl. Okay, just like that. Coming out of these 2 11-ohs and entering the same 11-ohs from the opposite side, from the top, just like that. Now pull your thread and you build your third unit. Okay, so now we need to go into the bicone, just following our units, yeah, into the bicone, and we need to come out of these 2 11-ohs, just like that. Pull your thread. Now we're going to pick up 1 pearl, 2 11-ohs, and 1 bicone. Just like that. And we're coming out of these 2 11-ohs from the top and entering from the bottom. Okay, just like that. Pull your thread, and we just built our 4th unit. So first unit, second, third, and 4th, and you need to carry on the same way till you have 15 units built. Once you've got all of them built, I will see you there. Enjoy. Okay guys, I'm back. I've got 15 units so far, and now we're going to build the 16th units together. But we already got our last two seed beads, and we also got our first 2 seed beads. So we are going just to pick up 1 pearl, 4 millimeters. So if your work just lays like mine, so I've got my pearl and I'm entering the first 2 11-ohs from the top, okay, from the same side where my tail is coming out. Okay, just like that. We are connecting our first seed beads with the last seed beads. Now, see, and now we're just going to pick up 1 4 millimeter bicone, just like that, and we're going to enter the 2 seed beads on the other side of this unit, just like that. Pull your thread, just like that. And now we need to reinforce this unit, so we go just one more time around our last unit just to reinforce it. Okay, down the 2 11-ohs and into the bicone, just like that. And now up into 2 seed beads just to reinforce it. Now if you followed my steps exactly, then now you've got your tail coming out of 2 seed beads and your thread also coming out of 2 seed beads next to each other. Okay, so now I'm turning around my work just like that. My bicones are going to be at the front of this crystal and these pearls are going to be at the back. I'm coming out of 2 seed beads and I'm entering the next 4 millimeters bead pearl. Okay, pull your thread We are going to do right angle weave around these pearls using only 11 rows. Pick up 6 11 rows, just like that, 6 11 rows, coming out of this pearl and entering the same pearl from the other side, just like that. Okay, the same pearl. So we're building this unit around it. Okay, now this unit's always going to share 2 seed beads. So we're coming out of this pearl and we need to go through the first 11 rows, just like that, through the first 2 11 rows. Okay. Pick up 4 11 rows, coming out of these 2 11 rows, and I'm entering the next pearl. So we've done a unit around this pearl, and now we're entering this pearl from the opposite side, from this side, because we're building units around it. Okay, just like that. Pull your thread. See, now we've got one unit on top of this pearl and the other unit on top of this pearl. We need to go through all our seed beads we just added, just like that. Yeah, through all of them we just added, just like that. And into the next pearl, into the third pearl. Okay, just like that. Pull your thread. We're going to build a unit now around this pearl, but we already have got these 2 seed beads to share, so we're going to pick up 4 11 rows, 4 11 rows, and entering the last 2 seed beads, the last 2 seed beads, just like that, the last 2 seed beads of the previous unit. Okay, this is also right angle weave. If it is a little bit tricky for you, then keep watching it again and again and you will get it there, because what we're doing, we actually always going around our units, and you will always share 2 seed beads between every unit. Okay, so if you look at this unit, the second pearl, it shares 2 seed beads with this pearl and 2 seed beads with this pearl. So that's what we want to achieve with every pearl. So now I'm coming out of this pearl and I'm entering the last 2 seed beads. Okay, just like that. Pull your thread. Coming out of these 2 11 rows, picking up 4 11 rows. And I'm entering the next pearl, just like that. Okay, pull your thread, and now we need to go through this unit, through all the seed beads again, just to add a new unit. Okay, just like that, into the last seed bead and into the pearl, just like that. I will show you one more time. And so we're coming out of a pearl, picking up 4 seed beads, 11 rows, coming out of pearl and entering the last 2 11 rows, just like that. Okay, pull your thread into the pearl now again, and into the last 2 seed beads. Okay, and here you will add 4 seed beads again and will enter this purl, the next purl, and I will see you till you get to this purl. Once you're here, I will meet you there and we will do this purl together, and then we will connect the last purl with the first purl we've done. Enjoy, see you there. Okay guys, I am back. I am just at this purl now, the one before the last one, and I'm coming out of that purl. Pick up 4 11-ohs, just like that, and enter the last 2 11-ohs from the previous unit. Okay. Pull your thread and go back into that purl. Okay, just like that. Now we are going to enter the last 2 seed beads of this unit, just like that, and have a look at this now. They always share 2 seed beads between them. We've got 2 seed beads here for this purl and 2 seed beads here from this purl. So we only need to pick up 2 11-ohs, just 2 11-ohs, and enter the last, these last 2 11-ohs from the first purl. Okay, just like that. Pull your thread. You've got unit around that now. Let's go back into that purl just to reinforce it, this unit. Okay, and come out of this, of the next 2 11-ohs. Okay, now let's reinforce this unit. So we will go one more time around it to connect first and last purl, just like that, and into the purl again. And let's come out of these 2 seed beads which are shared. Okay, just like that. Don't worry if you can still see some thread between your beads. It's absolutely fine. It will be nice and tight at the end once we add more beads into this work. So I'm coming out of these 2 11-ohs and I want to go into the next 2 11-ohs, just like that. The ones which is on top of the unit. Okay. Pull your thread, pick up 1 11-oh and enter the next 2 seed beads which are not shared, which is on the top of the units. Okay, so we're going to connect them by adding 1 11-oh between them. So coming out of these 2, I picked up 1 11-oh and I'm entering the next 2, just like that. Okay, and pull your thread tight. Now pick up 1 11-oh and enter the next 2 which is on top of the unit. They're not shared. Okay, and do it till the end of this row, and I will meet you there and I will show you what to do then. Okay guys, I'm back and I've got last 11-oh to add between my units, coming out of these 2 and entering the next 2. Yeah, the next 2. This is my last 11-oh. And what we need to do now, we need to go around this row twice to reinforce it and try to pull your thread tight, because this is going to be the back of our bezel. This is what we are building at the moment. And this nice shape is created by going around this row twice and pulling your thread tight. Okay, once you've done it, I will see you there and will show you what to do next. Enjoy. Okay guys, I'm back. I reinforced my row a couple of times. I also ran out of my thread, so I started a new thread. This is my tail, and you see my tail is not fixed yet, and that's okay. I will fix it later on. So at the moment I'm coming out of these 2 seed beads, which is on top of this unit, on top of this pearl, and I'm going up 2 seed beads, right, just like that, up 2 seed beads, pull your thread, then I need to go into a pearl. We're going around our unit, just going into a pearl, and now I'm going up into 2 seed beads just to come out of between 2 bicones. And now it's your choice. You can enter either left or right bicone, doesn't matter. So I'm going to go left, just like that, to enter in this bicone. Okay, pull your thread. I got rid of my tail, and now I'm coming out of a bicone. But before we carry on with our work, what we need to do, we need to take our crystal and place it inside of this bezel. Okay, it might take some time, it's not a problem. Just push the bicones on top of it, just like that. Okay, now I'm coming out of a bicone, and I'm going to pick up, so I'm going to pick up 1 11-0, just like that, and enter the next bicone. Okay. And pull your work. Pick up 1 11-0 and into the next bicone. Pull your thread. One 11-0 and into the next bicone. Just like that. Pull your thread tight. One more with you, and then I will see you at the end, because you will be just adding 1 11-0 between bicones. Okay. And just carry on like that until the end of this row, and I will see you there. I've got just 1 11-0 to add. So I'm picking up 1 11-0, and I've got this last bicone to enter. And now, as usual, we need to go a couple of times around these bicones to reinforce it, and pull your thread tight, and I'll show you what to do next. I'm back. I reinforced my row. I went a couple of times around, and now I'm very pleased with my bezel. It's holding the crystal very well, and what's very good about this particular bezel is that it covers the crystal only a tiny bit, and you can see the beauty of this crystal. So really like this bezel using right angle weave. I'm coming out of my bicone, and what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go down into those 2 seed beads between the units. Yes, down, just like that, and then I am entering a pearl, just like that, and entering a pearl, just like that. Now between pearls we are going to add our Superduos. One tip about Superduos is that they've got 2 holes, as you can see, and I would recommend you to check every hole that it's actually like, that you can go through it every time you want to add a Superduo, because I've done so many designs when I didn't check my Superduos, and then I had to take it to beads and then start again, and so it could be really annoying. So check your Superduos before you add them. One Superduo here between the pearls, just like that. Now take the other one and go into the next pearl, and you need to add this Superduos between pearls till the end of this row, and I will meet you there. I'm just adding my last Superduo, pulling my thread and putting it in place. So we added Superduos now around our bezel, and as usual I would recommend you to go around one more time just to reinforce it, and I will see you once you went around one more time. Okay guys, I'm back. I reinforced my Superduos. It wasn't an easy job, I have to say. It's difficult to get through the pearls, but in any way, wherever you finished, make sure that you are coming out of a pearl. Okay, just like that. I'm just coming out of this pearl, and now you need to go up into these two seed beads. Yes, only into one. So we are going up only 1/11, just on top of that Superduo, just like that. Only one. Here we're going to do a little trick, and now we need to pick up 1/11, 2 15-ohs, and 1/11, just like that. And we're coming out of between these two 11-ohs, and we're going under the next two 11-ohs, just under them. Okay, just like that. Pull your thread, and this is what you should get. Okay, so we're coming under the two 11-ohs, just in between. We're picking up 1/11, 2 15-ohs, and 1/11, just like that, and going under the next two 11-ohs. Okay, just like that. So under the two 11-ohs, pull your thread, and this is what you get. We just fill in this space between the pairs of 11-ohs. Okay, I will do one more again with you. 1/11, 2 15-ohs, and 1/11, and under the next pair of 11-ohs, just like that. Pull your thread. Okay guys, I'm back, and I added my seed beads around my bezel, and it looks really nice now. Yes, so I've got one last to add with you, and I already got my 11-oh, 2 15-ohs, and 1/11 on my thread, and I'm going to fill this last gap with you. So we're going under these two seed beads. I know it's going to be tricky, but manage to go under the seed beads. Okay, add it. So we went under these two 11-ohs, but make sure that you thread just between them. And our next goal is to come out of a Superduo. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go up through these 4 seed beads I added, 1/11, 2 15-ohs, and 1/11. Just going to go like that. This is the first one we added. Then I'm going to go down one seed bead, which is out of those two from the units between pearls and bicones, just like that. Yes, going down, pull your thread. So I'm coming out of this bottom 11, which is between pearls, and now I need to enter pearl and the next Superduo. Hopefully I will manage it. It's easier for me to see from the back actually where I'm going, so I just entered my pearl. Okay, just like that. And now I'm going to enter my Superduo, just like that. Okay, turn Superduo. And we're coming out of Superduo and we're entering the second hole of the same Superduo, just like that. Okay, so we need to turn around. So we're coming out of the second hole of Superduo, and you will see this thread between the two holes of one Superduo. Okay, we are going to work with Chaton montees. If you don't have them, I will show you how to replace them with 3 millimeters bicones, but you can use any beads. And I will be alternating them, so you can do it exactly like I do, or you can do only Chaton montees or only 3 millimeter beads. It's up to you, but I'm gonna do all possible ways for you, and you pick yours. Okay, so we're coming out of this Superduo. Pick up one 15-0. First, I'm going to do Chaton montees. Pick up Chaton montee, and it's got 4 holes at the back, so I'm entering it like that. Yeah, slide it down, and then we're coming out of this Superduo, and we're going to enter these 2 15-0s from the opposite side. So I'm coming out of this Superduo, but I'm entering the 2 15-0s from this side towards that Superduo we are coming out of from. Okay, let me just grab it. Okay, just like that. So I'm entering these 2 15-0s from the opposite side towards this Superduo. Pull your thread. Okay, so basically what we want to do, we want to place our Chaton in there. Now we are coming out of these 2 15-0s and we're entering the next hole in that Chaton montee. Okay, and you will see what's happening. Yes, now we basically occupied all holes of this Chaton montee. Okay, now pick up one 15-0 and into the next Superduo, just like that. Okay, and pull your thread and look at this. It sits really, really nicely in this place on top of those Superduos. See, really nice. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do it with bicones. If you do it with Chaton montees, then skip the next step. Wait a little bit. We will place the second Chaton montee together, but now I will show you how to do it with bicones. With bicones, pick up one 11-0, one 3 millimeter bicone, one 15-0. This is what I've got on my needle. And we're coming out of this Superduo and we're entering these 2 15-0s towards that Superduo, just like that. Okay, pull your thread. Now pick up one 15-0 and go into the bicone. pull your thread, pick up 1/11 and into the next Superduos, just like that. Okay, pull your thread. So bicone sits nicely in this space between two Superduos. Now we are going to place a Chaton montee. Pick up 1/15, 1 Chaton montee, coming out of this Superduos and entering the 2 15 towards that Superduos. Okay, pull your thread. Now entering the next hole of Chaton montee, crisscross, pick up 1/15 and into the Superduos, just like that. It looks really nice. So we're going to do one bicone together. Pick up 1/11, 3 millimeters bead and 1/15, just like that, coming out of this Superduos, entering the next 2 15 towards it, just like that. Pick up 1/15 and into the bicone, just like that, into the bicone. Pull your thread, 1/11 and into the Superduos. Okay, now carry on like this till the end of this row, and I will show you what to do next. Okay guys, I'm about to place my last bicone. I've already got my 11 and I'm going into my Superduos just to place it there. I've done my bezel and I really like it. Look at this, I really like how it looks. Even alternating bicones with Chaton montees looks really nice, and I'm sure it's gonna look the same with bicones only. For those of you who is doing 3 millimeter beads only, I would recommend you, once you've done placing them all, I would recommend you to come out of this 11, which is straight after the Superduos, and add 2 11s between these two, and you will do it everywhere between these 2 11s and go around it so that you reinforce it. For those of you who are using Chaton montees, you don't need to do that because your space is filled. So now I'm coming out of this Superduos, and our goal is to come out of 2 15s. Okay, so that's why I'm going into my 15 and into my Chaton montee, or if you're coming out of a bicone, you go into your bicone. Okay, and now I'm coming out of this Chaton montee and entering the 2 15s, just like that, just we were doing it before. Right, now pick up 1/11, 1 3 millimeters bead, and I'm using pearls, 1 3 millimeter bead, 1/11, just like that, coming out of these 2 15s, and I'm entering the next 2 15s, just like that. Okay, the next 2. Pull your thread. Look at this, how nicely that pearl sits in there, or any 3 millimeters bead would sit nicely there. Okay, one more time with you. 1/11, 1 3 millimeters bead, 1/11, coming out of these 2 50 entering the next 2 50 just like that. Okay, pull your thread, and this is what you get, and carry on like that till the end of the row, and I will meet you there. Okay guys, I'm going to add my last purl. I've got 11-0 purl, 11-0, and I'm coming out of these 2 11-0s, and I'm entering the next 2 11-0s and placing my last purl. Pull your thread, and look at this beauty. I absolutely in love with this bezel. It looks really pretty. Now our goal is to come out of Superduos, okay, because we're going to add this last bead just to connect it to memory wire or to connect it to beading wire, whatever you're using for the necklace. You can also use it as brooch, so if you're using it as a brooch, then just stop here, secure your thread, and then here you just need to add a brooch pin, but I'm going to show you how to do a pendant out of it. So coming out of these 2 50-0, we can go into our Chaton, just need to find where the entry is to our Chaton. Okay, found it. Coming out of 2 50-0s and going into Chaton montee. Make sure that your thread is not trapped anywhere. Now into 50-0 and into Superduos, just like that. Okay, so now here I just used 1 50-0, 1 11-0, 1 50-0, and I used 1 8-0. I'm going to use 1 11-0 instead of 8-0, but you can add 8-0. 8-0's got a bigger hole, so it's going to be easier to attach 8-0 to a memory wire or any beading wire you're using. So I've got my 8-0, but this is an 11-0, but let's pretend this is an 8-0. Then you need to pick up 1 50-0, 1 11-0, and 1 50-0, just like that. We're coming out of this Superduos and we're entering the same Superduos. Okay. Now, as you know, we need to reinforce everything, so I would recommend you to go around this loop 2 or 3 times to reinforce it, and into a next 11-0, into the bicone, and then somewhere here you can make your knots and hide your thread. So, but we finished, and look at this pendant. Absolutely beautiful and so neat as well. I hope you like this design, guys. Now I want to show you what we are going to do in the next video. We are going to make this amazing, this is a brooch and this is a pendant using the same pattern. I used Rivoli 14 millimeters here, and they look amazing. Now compare the size. They pretty much the same size. Here is just because of a big crystal. Here we're using a small crystal, but we're doing a lot of embellishment around it. And look at the back, also all nice and neat, amazing. So this is what we are going to do in our next project. If you enjoyed this video, guys, please subscribe and like it. And so we're going to do this in the next project. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like this video and leave your comments down below. I'm always happy to answer your questions if you had any during this tutorial. And if you don't want to miss our next project, how to make this absolutely wonderful pendants or brooch out of 14 millimeters Rivoli, then hit that notification button and you will get an email or notification when a new video released. Keep beading, stay safe, and I will see you soon. Bye.